Hey, so welcome back to another video from me, Lee at Harefit, and today I've got some fun things to show you. We are going out to like a wartime like show kind of thing. There's gonna be planes, probably some tanks, that kind of stuff. Should be pretty cool to see. I am also going to talk about how I use intermittent fasting today, because I put up a post recently and it got some different comments, like some people really liking it, some people not. So I just want to explain why I use intermittent fasting and how I use it, and just see if you want to do the same, because you may do. So before all that, you know where we're at. We are at the gym. That is a gym. You can't really tell, but it is a gym. We're gonna go in there, get a good workout in, so let's do it. Let's go train some legs. Hello, so we are back home. Just about to have a protein shake and doubling up also with a protein bar. This is not because, as the supplement companies will have you believe, that unless you're drinking a protein shake like 10 seconds after your last set, that you're going to the workout's wasted and you won't grow any muscle. It's purely because I'm using protein supplements like this as they're meant to be for convenience. So we are already an hour late to this kind of event that we're supposed to be going to. So I am chucking down some decent protein after that workout, because there is like some studies that show there's a slight advantage to muscle growth for eating some afterwards. So ideally, if you can kind of break your fast if you're fasting, or if you can have some protein like in that 30 minute to an hour window after your workout, then perfect. If not, then generally like as long as you're getting your protein across the whole day, it's not going to make tons of difference. It's not going to be the difference between you looking like The Rock or like Mo Farah, right? So I'm going to get this, and then we are going to set off, go get into this event, and I will see you there. Chicken under here, little tandoori chicken.
How do I eat this?
Barbecue one. You just put it in your mouth.
Like, if it's got a fork, do I like wrap it up and eat it, or do I do this to eat it?
Yeah, no, like, I'm probably going to attack it like eating with a wrap. Post-workout meal. Just worked it out. So I hope you really enjoyed the wartime experience. It was kind of cool to see all those tanks and like explosives, and that kind of enactment at the end there was pretty good. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about fasting, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but hang on, because I've got kind of some bonus points from the workouts that I did earlier that I think you'll want to see. I posted this somewhere, it'll be somewhere, this post a couple of days ago, and got a little bit of a reaction because I put on there that you can have 0-calorie drinks, even Monster, things like that, when you're meant to be fasting. Now, lots of people came back and was all over the fact that you're only meant to drink coffee, water, tea, things like that, no calories, and that's a strict fast. And yes, that is kind of strict fasting, but as ever, like, things can be adapted. Like, you don't have to stick by the rules of everything. So I'm sure at one point, powerlifters looked at people that were training like CrossFit before it was even CrossFit and were like, you're doing powerlifting wrong. Like, that's not how we powerlift. And then now look at it, it's CrossFit. Like, you know, things can be adapted. So I fast, as in like I don't eat for that 14 to 16 hour window. But within that, like, I allow myself 0-calorie things. So whether that's a can of Coke Zero or whether I do want a Monster as kind of like a pre-workout before the gym, that's all right. Now, a caveat to that is that I wouldn't recommend doing it every single day, just because I know sometimes if I have kind of a fizzy drink or something like that as like at the back end of the fast before you've eaten anything, your stomach can be like a little bit sensitive to that. And so I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time, but if you fancy it, then you know what, it's good. And like, you know by now that I use fasting as a way to limit calories. So I think it's so much easier to eat 2 big meals and in 2,000 calories rather than spreading it over 3 or 4 meals. And so it allows you to kind of eat big meals and get full and feel satisfied. And that works for me, and that works for like a lot of people that I work with. And if you're watching this now and it works for you, then awesome. But if it doesn't and you want to do strict fasting or you don't want to do fasting at all, that's okay too. Like, if that was what works for you, then that's what works for you. You don't need to, like, if people are telling you that you're doing something wrong, like unless like an exercise or something like that, but if you're developing like your own little diet that's personal to you and it's working well for you, don't let people tell you it's wrong. Like, you do you, and if it works for you, then awesome, and good luck with it. And if you need help with that kind of dieting side of things, you don't know how to diet, you are struggling what foods to eat, you don't know what calories you should be on, maybe you've been dieting for way too long and you're not losing any weight now and you're struggling to know where to go with that, then I can help that. So there's always my email address down below, lee@harefit.com. Email me there, and I do work with clients all over the world in my online coaching as like a virtual PT, where I change people's lives through kind of helping them with the diets and with the workouts and generally weight loss. So if that's you, then you can email me, lee@harefit.com. It's down below in the caption, and yeah, we'll see how I can help you. Jump on a quick call and check it out. Bonus points from the workout that you've seen earlier. 1, you may have seen on some of the leg exercises, well, I think all the leg exercises, I went barefoot. Now that's good to do, especially when you're doing legs and pressing exercises, so the squats, leg press, even with the Romanian deadlifts, but you won't feel it as much. Basically on the squat and the leg press, trainers, like normal running trainers and things, work to cushion your feet. So that means that as you go down and you go for that push movement, some of your force gets soaked up by the cushioning trainers. It's how they're meant to work. But when you're doing that, it takes a little bit of your power away. So it's good to kind of go barefoot, or you can also get proper lifting shoes which have a solid heel, or you can get other kind of things that just wrap around your foot, stuff like that. But I just choose to go in my socks. It's just easier for me, and you don't have to pay for expensive trainers. And then number 2 was, what was the point? Point 2, I remember now. So I give you kind of like my general warm up that I did today, with like the roller and like a few exercises and things, but what I didn't see, because for some reason the camera didn't record, I also warmed up on the squat, like raising the weight slowly. So I started off with a bar for like 10 reps, then I did 10 kilogram each side, did like another 10 reps, I did 10 again to each side and did 8 reps, I did 10 again and did like 6 reps, and then I did the full weight, which I think was 40 or 37.5 on each side, and did my full like 4 to 6 reps, like working sets. And I like that, it gets blood into the area, it works on your form on the lighter reps, and I think it's just a generally better way to warm up rather than what most people do and sit on the treadmill for like 5-10 minutes, then dive straight into heavy squatting. Get yourself warmed up that way. You don't need to do it on every exercise, but if you change, say like you're doing a chest and triceps day, but bad example because you're already working triceps. Say you are doing chest and shoulders, and you're doing kind of going from a flat bench and then you go into a military press again. I do a little bit of a warm up with the military press just because you're changing that movement and you just want to get some blood into the shoulders again, kind of stretch them out a little bit more and do it that way. So that is my little tips from there. I hope you've liked it. If you have liked this video, if you've liked the different parts, let me know which was your favourite part. Do you like the vloggy style bits, or do you like the workouts? Would you like to see more of them? Be sure to give this a thumbs up. Subscribe, because there is 2 videos a week coming. That is my challenge for the next 3 months. 2 videos every week coming for you. So let me know what you want to see, and I will speak to you soon.